Hello YouTube! I'm doing a little bit of screen cleaning and I want to show you a very fantastic way that you can get great pictures for eBay. Obviously, there are things that you can do if you're doing product photography for commercial, but today I want to keep things super basic and really easy. So if you're watching my channel, you're probably already a photographer and you probably already have some of this stuff, but I am going to walk you through it. So what I have today is I have some scrap whites that I got from the landfill, but you can pick up some paper from your local craft store for just a couple of dollars. I have one light with a softbox. If you have Amazon boxes, then you have fill cards. So I actually just made these by wrapping tape around the cards. Again, if you have some cardboard around and don't feel like investing in cardstock, that is a great way to go. We're going to take some shots of this little guy here for eBay, and I'm going to walk you through the process of how you can get set up once and then just take this out, put in the new thing, and you never really have to change your setup. Alright, so let's take a look at some camera settings. So since I'm using a flash trigger, I need to stay at 1/60th of a second. That will help block out all of the lights in the room, and so the only thing lighting the product is going to be this softbox here. So let's start shooting at f4. I'll show you what that looks like here. The problem with shooting at f4 is you get super shallow depth of field. Especially the smaller things get, the worse this is going to become. So you can see that the front end of the car is in focus and the back end of the car isn't. So for some bigger items that are people-sized, around f7 is going to be good, but let me show you what that looks like here. For something this small, because of the way shooting macro works, this is still not quite in focus. So what I want to do is I want to stop down as much as I possibly can until you kind of hit that sweet spot before it starts getting worse. So we are going to stop down a lot, and then I'll probably have to up the power of my flash, but let's see how this goes. I have my camera set to 1/60th of a second, f18 at 400 ISO. So let's shoot that. And I'm pretty happy with that. The car is pretty sharp all the way from the front tip all the way to the back. The other thing when you're focusing on things this small is if you focus on the front here, then the back is going to fall off. So actually what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to focus right here. So the problem that we have right now is that the front of the car is very, very dark. Well, as you can kind of see from this setup, I have the light actually coming, if you look at the center is about here. So this car is going to be backlit. So we're going to move the light a little bit forward to help counteract that. So I haven't changed anything except the position of the light. Now that it's not backlit, it looks a lot cleaner. The red is a lot more vibrant. A little product photographer's touch. I do have about 4 years of experience shooting products in a studio. Product photographers use fill cards and flags. So what this is going to do, and actually it looks like to fit this in here I need to raise my light just an inch. Alright, so I got the light raised. So what this fill card is going to do is it is going to help rebound all of that light that's coming in, and it's going to reflect it into the front of the car. So what you want to do is make a little window for your camera in front. So here's the camera window, and so all of that light's going to wrap around and you're going to get nice clean light all around the car here. Look at how much more vibrant the red already got, and it looks very accurate to how it should look now. So just like the name suggests, fill cards help fill in the light, and it helps even out all of the tones around it, and when you have good lighting, it'll actually help the saturation be more accurate to the actual thing as well. I'm going to switch this one out with one that is white. Since this is white, one of the problems that we introduce is it is losing separation in between the background, the white sweep that we have here, and the actual object. So that's where you use flags. So by putting in flags in the corners here, it may take some experimenting with your object to get it right, but by putting in a flag just like this, it is going to block the light coming in on the corner of that object right there. And so by blocking the light on the corner of that object, you're going to get a darker separation on the white of the object while still keeping all of the white coming through on your big, soft main light source. So we're going to do this just on the other side here as well. Just like that. Now I'm going to put in the fill and we're going to take another photo. So just comparing those two photos, there is a massive difference. Now I may have actually overdone it. I think it's a little darker than it needs to be. So I'm going to back these out to make the effect a little more subtle. But you get the idea of what we're going for here. Also, by backing these out, you don't have to Photoshop it. So it's still going to darken that corner, but it's not going to be as dramatic as it was before. Wonderful. And now we can take this car and we can replace it with this one, or we can replace it with one of the any 50 of them that I'm taking photos of today. And for any of the lighter ones, we can put these in. If it doesn't need it, we can take these out. And that is how you do a quick and easy eBay setup. So even though I am a portrait photographer, I do have a lot of experience doing product photography. If you found this video helpful and you'd like to see more product photography tips, then definitely give this video a like, share, leave a comment with what product photography you do, or what product photography you would like to see next on this channel. Again, thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you like this video, be sure to let me know, and I will see you next week in the next tutorial.